We are convinced that our cause is right.
We have the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Martin Luther King.
April 4th, 1968.
I would call him a martyr for justice, a martyr for faith, and a great example for people of faith, regardless of your religious tradition.
We are moving into a bright day of freedom.
We all remember where we were that day. I was 15 years old. I guess I cried on the playground at St. Benedict the Moor. I know I stopped playing softball. There was a sense of despair. There was a great sense of loss.
I felt the loss because I had looked up to him. I had watched him give those speeches. One of the things that a man not be judged by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character, that held very true with me. And the fact that he was nonviolent and for peace, and he wanted things better for all people.
On the following day, when the riots started, I was at my job in downtown Washington, and the city just exploded. You could look out the window, see fires, you could see cars being trampled. It was terrifying. And fortunately, my current husband some way found his way in downtown DC to bring me home because all of the buses had stopped running.
And my great memory of that day was going out with my father to serve people in a riot-torn city. He said we had to go with him, but we went around the city and we carried food and went out to greet people. And my father was a servant of the Lord, and he just showed me how to do that. And I'm just trying to live the life that my father taught me, that his father taught him. And I see that as an extension of what the Heavenly Father taught us all to do by sending his Son to be with us.
Our Lord. Amen.
The man of 50 years ago is a man that was very comfortable being a pastor at a small Baptist church in the South, not thinking that he was going to be first a national and then an international icon. He saw people suffer unjustly, and he lived to make those people's lives better. So it's great that he was engaged in the civil rights movement here and the struggle for voting rights. It's great to remember that he stood for and with poor white people in Appalachia, saying that they deserved a better education, they deserved to live out the American dream. It was great that he was concerned about the Vietnamese and the way that they suffered in the Vietnam War. It was great that he stood with the sanitation workers in Memphis, Tennessee, because they deserved to have a life that was full of justice. And that's something for all of us to emulate. It doesn't matter where they're from, it doesn't matter what their race is, it just matters that they're not given the opportunity to live out their God-given call to use their gifts to make their lives better and to make the world better. Dr. King worked to get everybody that opportunity, and he risked his life every day when he went out because people mattered, and he just loved them.
And that sense of value, that sense of community, is an integral part of who I am and why I'm a deacon and why I feel called to serve in the church. And why my thought is, how can I rebuild the neighborhood? How can I recreate the kingdom in the place that formed me? That's my life's work.